Welcome back, LayerX balls, to the official LayerX YouTube channel. Those who have paid close attention to the LayerX ecosystem in the month of November cannot contain their excitement due to the fact that the position that the LayerX team has poised the LayerX ecosystem and all of the products as we head into a more exuberant market sentiment has it primed for serious growth in the year to come. From a new AI marketplace on the BPro app to a hint to the next big shift for the LayerX ecosystem products, the Taikai Garden is going to transform LayerX as we know it. And we're going to cover all of these fantastic and exciting things in November's edition of the Rapid Fire News Recap series here on the official LayerX YouTube channel. Let's dive straight into it. As usual, we had some new episodes of both the Team Spotlight series, this time with one of our front-end devs, Anderson Lando, as well as a new edition of the Behind the Handle series, where we sit down and have a conversation with some of our most beloved community members within the LayerX ecosystem. And the star of the show for this Behind the Handle series episode is none other than a long-time supporter, Vangelis Diamantis. Even if you have spent a small amount of time in any of the LayerX community chats or on the LayerX Twitter pages, you will without a doubt have ran into Vangelis. He is without a doubt one of our strongest supporters and has been championing the growth plan for both BPro and the Taikai products respectively. So it's fantastic we get to take a peek into both Vangelis' personal life and one of my favourite questions he was asked, where he sees the future of the LayerX ecosystem heading and how he thinks the community can help shape that future. This is what Vangelis had to say. The LayerX team is steadily building a strong foundation by attending major events, forging important partnerships, and making strategic connections for the future. I envision LayerX becoming a leading ecosystem, and based on what we've seen so far, we are not far from that reality. I'm confident there are even bigger developments happening behind the scenes. The community will play a pivotal role in this journey. As I mentioned earlier, Web3 is synonymous with the community, and a strong, engaged user base is essential for any Web3 product success. The combination of dedicated, passionate, and professional team alongside a vibrant community will be the key to LayerX making a lasting impact on this innovative space. Some very wise words there from Vangelis, and I totally agree. Whilst the LayerX community may currently be small, it is made up of some very strong and passionate community members that have been there since day one and will continue to do so as we grow into one of the leading ecosystems in the space. But shifting from community to the official LayerX team, one of the major things that the LayerX team had been taking part in November was attending a massive Ethereum event, and that being DevCon Southeast Asia, where many of our team members took the time to go over and attend this massive event, which they then followed up with a recap of all of the main things that they took from the event, as well as the main opportunities for LayerX at the DevCon event, summarized in the DevCon Southeast Asia 2024 snapshot report. But before we cover that quickly, as a bit of context into how big the DevCon Southeast Asia event was, this year's edition of DevCon was held in Bangkok with a record attendance of 12,000 participants, double last editions of 6,000 in Bogota, which highlights the growing interest in Ethereum-based events and communities. But let's look at the opportunities for LayerX at DevCon this year. On the Taikai Garden, we had several discussions at both main events and side events that we attended and partnered with, such as Dagi Summit, ETH Bangkok, and many others, where we had the opportunity to give feedback and validation on the needs and features that will be available on our new product release, scheduled for the end of the year. This was incredibly valuable as we gathered that we were working in the right direction and there is a need for an innovation product just like the Taikai Garden, which also validates the importance of the project being funded by European funds and initiatives, PRR, the Portuguese Republic, and the European Union. On Taikai, we also took the advantage of these contacts to explore new opportunities for launching new hackathons with several organizations and ETH events alike. On the BPro side of things, the feedback on the new AI marketplace was absolutely incredible, which reinforced that we are working towards building the new builder economy, now supported through AI, which perfectly segues us into the new AI marketplace released on the BPro platform, launching with 4 different tasks available for completion by the general public, and these were no small tasks. Each of them had a very tasty reward for completing. 3 of them had a $500 prize for completing the task, and one of them had 1 million BPro up for grabs. So let's take a look at some of these tasks. If we head to the AI marketplace on the BPro app, you can see not only are the 4 tasks live, but many of them have multiple people working on them, and some of them even seem quite close to completion. Let's go through a quick rundown of the tasks. Task 1, hourly Aave v3 supply / borrowing rates in the last 2 years on Base, Ethereum, and Arbitrum. Task 2 was to create an AI-powered agent for early detections of crypto scams and rug pulls. Task 3 was to develop an AI PyTorch model to identify bot activity in user comments. And the final task being a smart gas fee predictor model for optimal transaction timing on the Ethereum chain. And if we just take a quick look into one of the tasks, you can see that there is a user working on the task that is already very close, if not in the finalizing stages of completing this task. This is an absolutely fantastic validation of the demand and the interest in AI-based tasks, and is a perfect way to demonstrate to potential clients looking to use the BPro platform for a white labeling service just how powerful the BPro platform can be if it is branded in their own trademark branding and is synonymous with their brand identity. And to add on to this vein of thought for the white labeling forkability framework of the BPro platform, the LayerX team is continuing to provide the very crucial educational material that these businesses and clients will need in order to understand just how powerful the BPro tool is, as it is such an innovative product within the space. There is almost nothing like it within the Web3 space. And that is why the LayerX team released the importance of white labels in Web3, with some of the main benefits being to expand a product or service offerings, to maintain their company branding and identity, to increase customer loyalty and retention, reduce the go-to-market costs, and to reduce the business risk of setting up something like the BPro platform. I highly suggest that if you're not already familiar with the white label forkability framework of the BPro platform, and you have a vested interest in the LayerX ecosystem as a whole, it is so important that you check out this article and gain a deeper understanding of the white label capabilities of BPro, as it is, without a doubt, one of its shining features and really puts it ahead over the competition within the space. And now, let's talk about one of the major shifts happening to one of the LayerX products. Following the deployment of the TK tokens on the base chain, the LayerX team has decided to migrate the TK platform from Polygon to the base chain completely. And this is a massive shift in terms of the overall direction of the LayerX ecosystem, and exactly where the LayerX ecosystem sees the real growth in the wider Web3 world. They obviously see something very exciting with the base chain. But let's delve into that a little bit deeper. The LayerX team was asked the question, why Base? And this was their response. Base is more than just an Ethereum layer 2. It is a thriving community that offers a secure, low-cost, and builder-friendly way for anyone anywhere to participate in on-chain ecosystems. Aligned with the Taikai visions, Base's mission is to bring new people on-chain, empowering not only developers, but also creators, artists, writers, and anyone with a vision for a decentralized future. With this migration, we're excited to join forces with a network that shares our commitment to accessibility and innovation. This marks an important step towards unlocking the next wave of development on our roadmap, though we can't share full details yet. And as I'm sure many of you were already familiar with our CEO, Mario, making comments on the LayerX team's relationship with the base team being extremely strong, that they were and may currently still be in talks, been looking into a more exciting way to intertwine their ecosystems with one another. And the deployment of the TK tokens and the transition of the TK platform to the base ecosystem is just the tip of the iceberg. I have no doubt in my mind that sometime next year we will be seeing a base-supported marketplace on the BPro platform. But obviously, that is just my opinion, and that is not an official statement from the LayerX team, but everything seems to be pointing in the right direction for something like that to happen. But let's continue on with the exciting Taikai platform. Many of us within the LayerX ecosystem have been eagerly anticipating the release of the Taikai Garden beta, as it is truly going to transform the LayerX ecosystem as we know it, truly turning it into a unique ecosystem, not just in the Web3 space, but the Web 2 one as well. The Taikai Garden is going to be the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3, without a doubt in my mind. But as the Taikai Garden is rapidly approaching, the team so graciously decided to release some very very juicy sneak peeks into what the Taikai Garden beta will look like. And as I scroll through the article, displaying some of the sneak peeks of some of the different areas of the Taikai Garden, let's read some comments from the team within this article. This is the first look at the public beta of the Taikai Garden. As we approach the Taikai Garden beta launch, which there is still time for you to sign up to if you have not already, I personally have, obviously, we are taking you behind the scenes of its development. There isn't a single element in the garden that was developed without intention. From its intricate stages of product development to the dynamic tokenomic system, the garden is packed with carefully designed features. It is a space purpose-built for innovators, and we couldn't resist giving you a sneak peek of what's in store. There are 4 core elements of the Taikai Garden coming in Beta 1, public beta: builders, developers, and aspiring entrepreneurs that can join the Taikai Garden to grow an early stage product into a sustainable solution with the help of the garden's communities and mentors. Mentors, experienced professionals who will offer guidance to builders as they develop their projects. The Project Sandbox, which is a showcase of all of the projects developed in the Taikai Garden, and the Taikai token, Taikai's native ERC20 utility token, which will serve as the means of transactions within the garden itself. And it's also very, very important to highlight that the Taikai Garden will be the perfect segue for newly found projects born of a hackathon within the Taikai platform, matured into these fully fledged businesses within the Taikai Garden itself, and then transitioned into the BPro platform as they look to outsource some of their business needs to the wider world through the power of the BPro open marketplace. And who knows, perhaps we'll even see some white-labeled Taikai Garden products later down the line. And usually, I like to finish off the Taikai section of the Rapid Fire Recap with an overlook of all of the different hackathons that have been happening within the Taikai platform. But seeing as the LayerX team has been so busy with different aspects of the LayerX ecosystem, and as we are heading into the holiday period for the majority of the world, new hackathons have been understandably slow. However, the main things that you need to know is that all of the Taikai hackathons that we mentioned in last month's edition of the Rapid Fire News Recap series have been successfully completed and all of their rewards have been distributed, but that the ETH Dam 3 event is currently up for registration and is shaping up to be an absolutely massive event with over 700 attendees. So if you have any interest and can attend this hackathon in Amsterdam, then please make sure you do register to the ETH Dam 3 event. So let's close off this episode, as we always do, with what's coming. We've got 2 words for you: Taikai Garden. That's it for now. This month, we've given you an exclusive behind-the-scenes sneak peek, and there isn't much more we can share before the final launch. Be sure to join the beta waitlist to be among the first to know about the official release and to experience it firsthand. Also, don't forget to join our Discord and subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss any of the exciting news and updates on the LayerX ecosystem. So, as I'm sure you can agree, there are some very, very exciting developments cooking behind the scenes for the LayerX ecosystem, with the transition into a more base ecosystem approach and the upcoming launch of the Taikai Garden beta. The sky is truly the limit for the LayerX ecosystem, and as I stated earlier, as we head into a more exuberant market sentiment, we will see a new wave of people looking to get their hands on some Web3 products, and the Taikai and BPro products are the perfect place to do it. So, make sure you follow all of the relevant LayerX social media pages. If you're not already, subscribe to the official LayerX YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, the Constar, and I'll see you in the final month of the year's edition of the Rapid Fire News Recap series next month in December. I'll see you in the next one, LayerX balls.